Welcome to Daybreak with Lisa, and we are still in the Prepare Your Heart series, and I have every reason to believe that we are going to be in that series for a very long time, maybe even until Jesus comes back, because there is nothing more for us, nothing more important for us in our individual walk with Jesus than to continually review, self-audit our heart for the Lord. I'm going to challenge you that even if you are someone who sees the rapture coming, you know that there's this rise of evil, you see it all happening, you are excited about the rapture, and externally you appear to be, hey, everything is great, but inside, are you ready for the coming of Jesus? And so as we continue on in this series, and I'll talk a little bit more about this particular session here in a moment, but as we continue on in this series, I'm challenging you to continue on and really focus on, where is your heart? Is your heart prepared? As it says in Luke 1:17, make ready a people who are prepared for the Lord. That was John's call, and to prepare the way for Jesus to come. Well, now that's our call, not only for ourselves. Is my heart ready for the Lord? Am I prepared for this? But also to challenge other people. And we can also be that voice of the one calling from the wilderness, saying, hey, have you made your life in your heart right with the Lord? Today's installment is about the rapture. Why do many dread? You know, for me, as someone who's excited about the rapture, it's easy to think, well, why would anybody dread something so extraordinary, something so so exceptional for the believer here at the end of the age? Then my heart sinks when I consider the people in my life who are unsaved, or maybe people I'm not sure of their salvation, that they are professing Christians, but maybe the way they're living their lives, or the fruit they're bearing, that it may say otherwise. So how can I not be in dread when I consider that? And I've had some conversations recently with people who feel the same. So there is a sense of dread we feel of the rapture that would be understandable. And I hope I have framed this for you in a way in the written portion that it'll give you hope. It'll be our reminder that those who are left behind, those who've seen our example, and people who we've even tried to tell, people who wouldn't listen, but we have tried to tell that the rapture was coming soon. Our hope then will be that they will be a mighty force in that group who are left behind. That as soon as our exodus happens from this planet, they will know where we are, even contrary to what the lies are that they're being told. That they will call upon the name of the Lord. So that is our hope, and I've gone into a little bit more detail on that. But I wanted to bring something here in the video that's something Pastor JD Farag has said. If you follow him, he's just such a man with such a tender heart, and observant and wise. But he made the observation early on, when COVID first began, that the Lord really has given us a world now it's much, much easier to let go of. That's what I feel. So other than this sense of dread for those who will be left behind, there's no other sense of dread in me. But I know there are many who have dread, and a couple of other things we're going to cover. A couple of points in the written portion is people who are clinging to this world because of good things, and then some because of bad things. The good things are our families and things we still want to accomplish, and then those who are clinging to the worthless idols of this world. They may be living a life contrary to what they know to be true. They're not right with Jesus, and because of that, there is a sense of dread, understandably so, because I know for me, I want to feel my heart is right with the Lord, and when He comes, that I'm not going to face that with shame. Have I done everything perfectly, or do I do everything perfectly? Far from it. But at least I know that I am as much as I possibly can. I am walking consistently with the Lord. And so I hope that's you. If you are in dread, and it's not because your hand is in the cookie jar, as I put it in the written material, if that's not you, if it's a sense of dread, maybe it's because you don't know the one who's coming after you. So I'm going to always point you back to that. And that may seem like a repetitive message throughout these 3 sessions that I keep coming back to. If you're not excited, or if you're super fearful, or if you're in dread, it still comes back to this one point, and that point is Jesus. You have to know Jesus so well that the idea of him coming in the clouds for you and you going in a twinkling of an eye, that should excite you. We are not going just to a place. We're going to a person. We're going to Jesus. So if you're not excited about that, that's something I cover in a couple of other sessions that I've written. One is about, the rapture. Why are you excited? The other is rapture. Why do most fear? I'll have links to those below. They are not interconnected in that you have to have one to do the others, but I'm just encouraging you. It's all of them are going to give you a bit of a heart check. Where are you in this topic of the rapture? And where are you in as far as in this particular series, where is your heart? Is your heart connected here, or are your hands still holding a little bit? So I just hope you will take this time to do some self-reflection. Pray, ask the Lord to show you where is your heart. You ask that question, He's going to give you an answer. I can promise you that. So I look forward to seeing you for the next session. I don't have the title yet because it's between two particular topics, so I'm not sure where we're going. I will know that next week, and you will too. So we'll see you soon. Thanks.